Shalom, 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 yasha'Allah. This your boy Bahasham Allah, back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is going to be called Be Ready. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and his only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly called Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi. All right, and the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who have ruled well through the Spirit, and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom. Another mighty shalom to all you Akim out there laboring on the highways and on the hedges and on the unicorn, which is this internet, pushing this 100% doctrine, this 100% truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom to you all as well. All right, like I said, today's lesson is going to be called Be Ready. All right. And, just as we continue, and the Feast of Unleavened Bread comes to an end, later tonight, just understanding that we have to continue to stay focused and be ready, for Yahawah Bahasham Shai. All right. So I just want to go over a couple of scriptures, Lord's will. This is edifying. All right. So this is Luke chapter 12, verse 35. You see the title says, Be in readiness, right? And NLT says, Be ready for Yahawah Bahasham Shai's coming. All right. So it says, Let your loins be girded about and your lights burning. All right. And the NLT says, Be dressed for service and keep your lamps burning. All right. And you have to, this is a key, man, to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. All right. And a lot of our people are just lollygagging around, right? They're just, thinking that they got all the time in the world, right? You have some folks out here saying that we're going to be here, from now to 1,000 years, right? And then that mentality will have people start to be relaxed, right? When this is, a spiritual warfare, and you got to be ready at all times, right? Because what does it say? And I'll go back to that. 1 Peter 5 and verse number 8, it says, Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. All right. It says, in the NLT, it says, Stay alert, watch out for your great enemy, the devil. He prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour, right? You have people getting caught up in all these different, just gossip, man. It's like the what is it? The Real Housewives, you know what I mean? But it's like the real Hebrews, of the ministry, man. Right? You got folks out here just caught up in the back and forth, he say, she say, And I say, what Yahawah Bahasham Shai says, be ready, stay girded up. Let's go back to it. It says, So let your loins be girded about and your lights burning, right? Luke chapter 12, verse 35, it says, Be dressed for service and keep your lamps burning, okay? Because in war, right, when you think about it, you're not sitting there, well, let me throw on some jeans and some tennis shoes. And no, man, you're girded up in your war attire, all right? You're spiritual. You have to put on that spiritual armor, like the scriptures tell you, all right? Because what? We go to 2 Timothy 2 and verse number 3. It says, Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi HaMashiach. All right. So you are a soldier of Yahawah Bahasham Shai. All right. And so a soldier, and guess what? He's girded. and he's equipped with his armor. All right. Ready for whatever might pop off. It says, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. Okay? You can't be can't be sitting here concerned about all the, the hoopla, man, right? Could you imagine somebody in battle, and they're thinking about, man, I wonder what happened on, episode. Who cares, right? At that point, when you're in war, your mind and your focus should be on this war. All right. And you see people are trying to distract us even from, the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Breads, right? Continue to bring their drama to the forefront, of the ministry, and take away the focus of what, the feast and everything is about. All right. And continue to get you caught back in this world, right? Which is full of drama, sorrow, right? Abominations and things of that nature, right? So as a soldier, you must stay focused, right? And you can't worry about, let's see the NLT, verse 4, it says, soldiers don't get tied up in the affairs of civilian life, for they cannot please the officer who enlisted them, right? For then they cannot please the officer who enlisted them, right? Because now you're worried about, things that's going on, that's pointless, that's meaningless to what this ministry is supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be feeding the sheep, all right? You're supposed to be feeding and edifying the sheep, right? You're supposed to be constantly examining yourself, whether you be in the faith, right? What is that? Slovakia. Let's go to it real quick. 2 Corinthians, Slovakia. 2 Corinthians 13 and verse number 5, it says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves how that Yahawashi Hamashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. All right. And this is a constant thing, when you're in battle, right? You must constantly, refresh and keep your mind ready, right? And examining, hey, what's my mission? What am I supposed to be doing? Right? Am I doing what's pleasing? All right. And if you're a soldier of Yahawah, right? His orders, right? You should be keeping in your heart. All right. And he told us to what? To feed the sheep, to feed and edify the sheep, not give them, more podcasts, right? More, go on this platform, and that's not what he asked you to do, right? What did he ask Peter to do? Let's get that. John 21 and verse number 15, right? It says, so when they had dined, Yahawashi saith unto Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He saith unto him, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, feed my lambs. He saith to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He saith unto him, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, feed my sheep. He saith unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved, because he said unto him the third time, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahawashi said unto him, feed my sheep, right? And why do we have to, you see things have to be repeated over and over again, right? Because our people are hard-headed, right? And, easily distracted, easily distracted. So the Lord, what is that? Book of Job. 15, or is it, did I mix it up? Yep, I mixed it up, Salakia. Job 33, and verse number 14. It says, "For the Most High speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth not." Right? It says in the NLT, "For the Most High speaks again and again, though people do not recognize it." Right? And that's you see that the Lord has to continue to repeat because our people are hard-headed and rebellious. All right? To stay focused on the mission, right? Don't get caught up in the distraction of this place, man. All right? Salakia. Luke 12. Let's go back. Verse number 35, it says, "So let your loins be girded about and your lights burning, and ye yourselves like unto men that wait for the Lord." It says, "When he will return from the wedding, that when he cometh and knocketh, they may open unto him immediately." All right? That's how we got to be, right? If you're caught up and focused on the stuff of this world, right, then you won't hear that knock, right? Because you're distracted, You're distracted by the follies and the cares of this world. All right? It says, "Blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching. Verily I say unto you, he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them." All right? In the NLT, it says, "The servants who are ready and waiting for his return will be rewarded. I tell you the truth, he himself will seat them, put on an apron, and serve them as they sit and eat." Right? And it says, "And if he shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them so, blessed are those servants." All right? It says in the NLT, "He may come in the middle of the night or just before dawn, but whenever he comes, he will reward the servants who are ready." That's why you got to continue to stay and be ready in this thing, right? Don't get caught up in the distractions, of this world, man. All right. Let's see. Let's just keep reading, right? Verse number 39. It says, "And this know, that if the good man of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not suffered his house to be broken in." Right? It says, "Be ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh at an hour when he thinketh not." Right? And that's what you see a lot of these other camps and these Israelites they're on is they're worried about other stuff. They're not watching and guarding the house, right? They're distracted by all this other stuff, man. Right? The shiny lights and the that's what they're caught up in. They're not ready and staying and trying to stay girded and ready for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. All right. Let me see. Let's jump to verse 42. It says, "And the Lord said, Who then that is faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household, to give them their portion of meat in due season? Blessed is that servant in whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing." All right. It says, "Of a truth, I will say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he hath." Right. It says, "But if he that servant say in his heart, My Lord delayeth his coming," right? And that's the mentality of some of these folks out here, Right? So, well, the Lord he's not gonna come back right now, right? He'll come back from now until 1,000 years, right? It says, but if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants and maidens, and to eat and drink and to be drunken, right? You get up on and start pointing the fingers at each other and, oh, well, I got this receipt on you when you did this, and this is, right? Fully distracted, right? You think about somebody in war, and all of a sudden, here you are trying to argue with, a fellow soldier, and then you arguing back and forth while the enemy is creeping up upon you, right? And that's what's happening, right? That's what's happening, and we see that. So you got to stay ready and be ready, right? It says in the NLT verse 45, it says, but if that servant thinks my master won't be back for a while, and he begins beating the other servants, partying and getting drunk, going to the clubs, he want to be like me because he want to hang out, and blah, 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 blah. Like, this is truly the mentality that Yahawashi was talking about. It says, verse number 46 in the KJVA, it says, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him asunder and appoint him his portion with unbelievers. It says, and that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. It says, but he that knew not, right? Let's read the NLT real quick. Verse 47, it says, and the servant who knows what the master wants but isn't prepared and doesn't carry out those instructions will be severely punished. It says, but he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever shall much is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they shall ask the more. All right. The NLT, it says, but someone who does not know, then does something wrong, will be punished only lightly. When someone has been given much, much will be required in return. And when someone has been entrusted with much, even more will be required. All right. And folks don't understand, right? They want to be the top this, the top that. And the Lord's not looking. The Lord is looking for soldiers. Soldiers are given orders, right? And to follow and give those orders. It's not given for everybody. Everybody can't be the top person, man. Right? That's not. You don't know what you ask for, and you see, everything starts coming up, matter of fact, let's get this. Let's go to the book of Matthew, right? Stay ready, right? Stay focused on what's going on. All right. Matthew chapter 20 and let's see. This is Matthew chapter 20, verse 16. It says, so that the last shall be first and the first shall be last. For many be called, but few are chosen. Right? There's only going to be a few. Right? And we see, right? The Lord is starting to shake up, all this stuff. And only the true soldiers are going to be standing at the end of the day. Right? Those whose minds and hearts are going to be focused on Yahawashi, right? And not distracted with the cares of this world. All right? And we see people are all worried about each other, right? But it says, examine yourself whether you be in the faith, right? It says, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, right? And a lot of, we see a lot of folks, they're not trembling for the fear of Yahawashi, right? And all they want to do is be seen of men, okay? But a soldier, right? A soldier wants to do what's pleasing to Yahawashi and being ready, all right? And doing the will of Yahawashi, man. Go out, right? Teach right? Teach these prophecies. Watch, be the watchman. All right, you know, get on your YouTube and watch and show what's happening out here. All right, nobody cares about you going to the club, all the other man. Who cares, right? Those are the cares of this world, right? We're focused on the kingdom, right? We're focused on this mission, all right, to feed and edify the sheep, right? To watch out, to show people the prophecies and things that's coming, all right. So I just want to do this quick lesson, man, about, be ready. Don't get distracted. You know, uh, we see there's a lot of distractions going on, in these days, right? And continue to focus, work on yourself, examine yourself, right? And do the will of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi at the end of the day. All right. So I just want to do that. Lord's will, this is edifying. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Call Halal Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Peace and blessings to the elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad. A mighty shalom to the 144,000 men and to the rest of the elect. Stay diligent, stay focused, keep praying for one another. Right? That's why it says, Romans 11:7. But then Israel have not obtained that which it seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Right? And we see people blinded truly and not focused on the mission of what's at hand. All right. So be ready. All right. Be ready and be vigilant and continue to watch. All right. And with that, I'll say shalom.